just talking about this guy. Rick Roman, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. How's everybody doing?
Look, Rick is joining us in studio. He is a chef. He's a former restaurateur. He's a dear friend of ours here in the kitchens at QVC. But you're going to talk to us about the NuWave Pro-Smart 7-in-1 oven, grill, and air fryer.
Yep.
This is quite a find.
Yeah, first of all, NuWave, over 20 years ago, you and I were talking about, they revolutionized air fryer and countertop cooking with their smart technology. Well, this is their newest Pro-Smart oven. Why is it smart? First of all, it's 7 things in one. Yeah. It's going to roast. It's going to toast your little bagels and toast like that. It's going to broil. It's going to sear. Then it's going to be a world-class indoor grill, and we're going to talk about why it's unique. It's also going to bake, and it's going to do all these other things that you just, some of the things you don't even do with your own oven. So let's go over here, because I want to start out with grilling, right?
I'm in.
Okay, a lot of countertop ovens say they have a grill feature. But NuWave is unique because it has an extra heavy gauge cast aluminum grill plate. I want you to hold that and feel this.
Whoa.
But then I want you to turn it over because there's a reason that's different. If you look on the bottom, there's a giant heating coil. It is encapsulated. Okay. So that means you're getting all that high heat, but then face this toward the camera. Ours plugs into the unit. So what does that mean? It's pulling direct heat from the oven using a technology that has it monitor the temperature so it doesn't drop the heat. So you get 500-degree grilling indoors. This is something you don't see. Now
listen to this thing.
Yeah. So why is that important? When you grill on an outdoor grill, you get that incredible sear. Now, here's the other reason. Why is it smart? It comes with its own temperature probe. So I was able to put my temperature probe into my steak, okay? And then it tells me when it's at the temperature I want it. In this case, I did about a medium to medium rare, right? So the steaks are done, and I don't have to worry, did I cook them enough? Because the machine is going to tell me. Now, the other thing that's smart about this grill plate, and I'm just going to bring this over here, you'll notice little holes that are in the front edge of that grill plate. So what does that do? It allows the excess fat to drip down into the pan below. So you're still grilling smart, but let's talk about it, right? We're talking about getting perfect results. I'm just going to take a steak here. And so many people, I tell you, Mary, struggle, and I mean struggle, with cooking their steaks the right way.
Oh, yeah.
I set this to medium rare, and look at how perfect it's cooked. Now, when you look at these steaks, you see edge to edge. You don't see uneven cooking. You see that perfect grilling. And then, oh, here's a great camera shot here. I just want you to see this. That is that perfect medium rare, but then check this out. Look at those grill marks. That is caramelization, that is flavor. That is because this grill plate gets 500 degrees. Now,
from your Pro-Smart.
From your Pro-Smart.
I mean,
now,
if you didn't go outside.
Yeah.
That's inside.
It's inside. Now, while it was grilling, we said it also is broiling. So it's doing 2 different functions simultaneously. So I grilled my steaks, and then I broiled my vegetables. And by the way, if you've never had broiled charred broccoli, that's the best way to cook it. So now we've done this entire meal. Perfectly grilled steaks, perfectly broiled vegetables. And that's just the beginning, right?
That's
We're just
ridiculous.
getting started.
You know what? I want to show you everything you're getting, and you have color choices too. So a couple of things here. It's K82186. If you want to follow along with us on QVC.com, you absolutely can. I think this is where we're showing everything that we're getting, possibly. Here, let's get started. You get the Pro-Smart Grill. You get the slide-in grill plate. That's the one we were just showing. You get the air fryer basket. Well, this doesn't have all the pieces, but we can show you. Can we pull it up on QVC.com? Because we do get the air fryer basket.
So that's the one with the little lip. You get the air fryer rack.
Okay.
You get the silicone mat that we're showing you here. And
you even get the mat?
And then, yes, you get the mat.
Nice.
You also get what's the drip pan. Oh, there it goes. And that's also includes the roasting pan. You get 4 skewers to use on that grill. Ooh. A dozen silicone reusable dishwasher-safe baking cups.
Man.
And then those little silicone grips, I got to tell you, they're the perfect size for a countertop oven, not that big, bulky, oven mitt that you have to get in and out of the oven.
Well, we do have 2 color choices as well. Here on our set, we've got the stainless. And then on QVC.com, we have a choice called black. And the black is exclusive to QVC. And there's only 330 of those remaining. Now, here's the deal. This is customer top rated.
Oh.
It's got 138 5-star reviews. Also, it's the lowest price we found. But the price goes away at the end of the day today. If purchased separately, it would be $262.84. Because you get the great 7-in-1. Quite frankly, I think it's more than that.
That's right.
But you also get all the pieces that you're seeing us using throughout the show today. This price, 5 easy payments of $36, gone at the end of the day. That means in total you're saving over $82.
Okay, so we talked about how this is a smart oven. There is a 100 pre-programmed setting, and I love this quick startup guide.
Say that again, 100.
100 pre-programmed setting. Now, you'll notice on this side, you'll see it focuses on prime rib and steaks. Those are those first 10 presets. So what I did for my steak is I selected number 7 because I want medium rare steak. So all I have to do, let me show you how this is your personal chef in the kitchen.
Let's see.
Okay, so I want to make the dinner that I just showed you. I'm going to turn the machine on, right? I'm going to press menu. I'm going to turn to that number 7, medium rare. I'm going to press start. So here's the thing. It's going to preheat the oven. Now, we had this already preheated for television. It's going to then tell you, hey, guess what, Rick? It's ready to go, and do a countdown. So I'm going to open the oven. Now my grill is preheated. So I'm going to take my steaks, right? Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my probe, stick it into the thickest part of the middle of the steak, and just slide it in. Now I'm going to take my steaks, and I hope you can hear this on... Can you hear that sizzle?
Yeah,
that
we can.
is like going onto a outdoor grill. I'm going to put my steaks in, then I'm going to slide my vegetables in. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the vegetables, and it tells you, by the way, which level to put it on.
Okay.
Now I'm going to close this. Now guess what, Mary? I don't have to do anything because it's going through stage 1. When the steaks are ready to turn, it's going to beep and say, hey, Rick, turn the steaks. So imagine if you were grilling outside and you put a steak down and somebody
By the
come
way,
back
that's
in.
my job outside.
Yeah, exactly. Then after you...
Hey, Mr. D, turn the steaks.
After you flip the steaks, it's going to then tell you when it's at the temperature using the probe, hey, Rick, the steaks are done. Shut the oven off. Let them rest. Imagine with one touch of a button, I just cooked a steak and vegetable meal just by pushing a button.
But
That's
I
it.
can still use it on my countertop to make my toast.
That's right.
To warm up
Correct.
some leftovers. I mean, so it's my countertop oven, it's my air fryer, it's my toaster.
That's right.
And it doesn't take up a huge amount of space.
Not at all. It's using vertical space, 15 inches high, but not that wide. Here are your bagels. This could be your toast, your raisin bread, anything you want. Just use that top shelf. Use it as a toaster, so you use it in the morning.
That's cool.
But then we talked about it. It's a world-class air fryer, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of the preset functions. Again, I'll show you. I did chicken wings, okay?
Okay.
Now, remember, the air fry basket allows all that excess fat to flow through to the drip tran. So you get golden brown, delicious, well, let me get a pair of tongs here. Golden brown, delicious, perfectly cooked chicken wings, not deep fried. You didn't have to bread them. We're talking the most decadent and delicious wings you've ever had. And I'll say it again, I pressed one preset program and it cooked the wings perfectly and told me when they were done. I think we need to pull a little sauce. What do you think on
I like
these?
the way you think.
And you know, this is what's great about NuWave. They're trying to make it easy, but also give you those professional results, you know, as if you were a professional chef, perfectly cooked. But the same thing that's doing the wings is air frying. And by the way, can I just say, I love these little... Because, you know, when you have a big, bulky mitt on, but this just fits right in there.
It hinders your ability to move your hands around. I like that you can move your hands with it.
They're a little hot, but, you know, chef's hands, we can take it.
Now you're talking.
So now I've got a plate of French fries, onion rings, chicken wings.
All from one machine.
All from one machine. And by the way, pushing a button. It preheats, tells you when it's done. I mean, there's no thinking with this machine.
I want to share a couple of the specs with this.
Sure.
It's a 15-quart capacity.
Largest one we have.
It's an 1,800-watt capability. That's why we can sear the steak.
High heat searing, yep.
It's got the grill plate, which I love, that it doesn't just rest in there and get warm.
No.
It plugs in and gets ripping hot.
Yeah, that plug, again, I'm going to say this. If you've ever seen people talk about indoor grills, this gets to 500 degrees and keeps it at 500 because it's plugged in. It uses linear T technology. The machine is monitoring every second, not every 30 seconds, every second the temperature to keep the temperature hot, and it's a heavy gauge plate. So here we did shrimp. Before I showed you steaks, you can do your fish, you name it, anything you want to grill, you can grill and get true grilling results indoors. Now, let's come down here.
I was going to say, talk to me about this temperature probe, because we saw the steaks, which is great, but what else could I do with that?
So you can do your prime ribs, your pork loins, in this case, whole chickens. So many people, when do I take it out? So many people overcook the chicken, right?
Well, and
they're
you
afraid.
cut it and let all the juice out.
We pressed one of the preset programs, put the probe in our seasoned chicken. And by the way, this is in the cookbook that comes with it. And you can see it's at about 165 resting. You want between 165 and 172 on your chicken. Now I can pull the probe out, right?
Yeah.
Now let's come over here. Let's see how we did with our chicken. We're going to bring this over here. Let's see if I can fit this on the board.
That's
This is a little bit hot. I'm just going to slide this back. Now we're going to take our knife and let's see if we've gotten a juicy, delicious bird.
Wow.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Oh,
Look
that's
at how juicy.
so good.
You can see, I don't know if the camera is so moist and beautiful, and you can see it's steaming hot. The skin is perfectly browned. You never overcook your chicken, your prime rib. You get the perfect temperature because it uses that smart technology.
I love the fact that you're getting the accessories you need to use it in all the capacities that it's capable of. But let's stop for just a second, because this is NuWave. These are the folks that when they introduced air frying,
That's right.
quite frankly, they did it first. And I remember the first time that I saw an air fryer from NuWave in the studio. And I remember looking at it and going, is that a popcorn maker? What?
I know.
I mean, it was such new technology, but NuWave knew. They knew this was going to be essential in our kitchens, and now millions of homes have an air fryer. But this one is a 7-in-1. So you're using it to grill, to air fry, to sear, to preheat. It's got some combo capability. You can also use the probe, and you can use it to reheat. But it's a nice footprint on your countertop. Again, it's about 15 inches high, 14 inches long, and 15 inches wide. So that will fit under your standard height cabinet. This is the stainless steel on the set with us. We also have it in the black, but the black is our more limited choice, and it is exclusive to us here at QVC. You're getting the baking mitts that we saw on Rick.
That's right.
We're also getting the 12 silicone baking cups, the 4 metal skewers, the 51 recipe cookbook. I mean, the air fryer basket. You're getting the extra rack. Everything you see on your screen, and you're getting it at the lowest price we found.
Oh, I want to run back here. Mary, look.
Oh, what's ready?
So the steaks we put on earlier, it just beeped, and it actually said flip. Then flip went away, but it just beeped, right? So now I come back to my steaks, and guess what? I don't have to know when to flip the steaks. I'm simply going to take this.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at these sear marks.
Look at
Are you
that.
kidding me? Look at that. Does that look like an indoor grill?
Those
No.
are the ones you just popped in there.
Correct. Now, because I flipped the steaks, it's stage 2, so it's broiling my vegetables. I'll close this up right now. And now, when those steaks come to the temperature we set before, it'll beep again and tell me it's done, Rick. That's how easy it is.
That is so, so cool. Now, since we're here, can I ask you just for a quick run-through of what the buttons mean?
So when you turn it on, you're able to select it individually, air fry, combo cooking. We talked about that before, how I can actually change the temperature. You know what? I don't know. I'd have to stop the program. Let's stop the program. What the heck? If you hit combo, you can actually adjust the top and bottom heating. So if I want to go high heat searing on the bottom, I can go 15% of the top heating coil and then most of it the heat on the bottom. So you can be really customized. But again, what we did before is we're just grilling now. And now I'll just see, you know what, let's check our probe. We're at 90 degrees on our steak, so we know when that gets to about 120, 125, we shut it off and let it keep cooking and get that perfect medium rare.
So that's wild to me. Please, keep going.
So you were talking about the footprint. Our largest NuWave 15-core capacity, I pulled this out because I want you to see it's a little over 11 inches wide, right? So you can fit up to a 9x9, even a 10x10 pan in here. This is, I believe, an 8x8. So you can do your large cakes and brownies. We said before how it comes. Now, this is a cooler unit, which is why I'm not using the gloves. It comes with this silicone mat. So why is that important? Now this airflow rack becomes a cookie sheet.
Wow.
Biscuits, croissants, cookies, you name it, you can cook like it's your own convection bake oven. And then, because of the precision, Mary, it goes from 50 degrees to 500. And we talked about how it monitors the temperature. You can even dehydrate fruits because it maintains the perfect temperature throughout. It doesn't vacillate. A lot of ovens go up and down, they turn on, they turn off. This keeps that temperature perfect. So the other thing I love about it is the capacity is your stoneware, your Temptations, your Le Creuset, you name it. You can
even
cook
what about our
casseroles.
lock and lock borosilicate glass?
Exactly, borosilicate. If you can fit, like I said, it's almost 11 inches wide and 12 inches deep, so you can fit a sizable casserole in here. So it's not just the air frying, the roasting. It's so many things. It's more than your ordinary oven.
And let's think about it. I was talking to you before the show, and I said, I have an air fryer at home that I love, but it air fries, and that's it. If you look at the capacity and the capability of this machine, we're now replacing appliances at home with one appliance.
With one appliance, and it's so, I was blown away when I saw the design of these programs. And I'm gonna just open this book up, you know, to one of the pages here. So for example, the chicken we just did on air, lemon thyme chicken, right? It gives you, look how simple these instructions are. It tells you.
And pictures, thank you very much.
It tells you which program to select, okay? You season your bird, select the program. In this case, I think it's number 28 or 29, if my memory serves you right. You put the probe in, put this in the oven press the button and walk away. It's going to tell you when the chicken's done. And this is what you just saw us do it live on air. This is what you get. You can do your prime ribs. You can do salmon. We're going to show you salmon later in the show.
Ooh.
Cook your fish again using